Hi, I'm Andy. Andy Stoffels. I was born in 1974, 10 days before we purchased the cottage. And by we, I mean my parents, John and Julie. So I've had as many summers at the cottage as my whole family has had at the cottage. We would pack up our belongings that we cared to see for 3 months into the old Ford F-150 and drive the 4.5, 5-hour trip from Wauwatosa to the cottage. That's all my memory of the cottage every single summer. That's what I remember as a kid. And breaking my back in order to either load or unload that truck at the beginning and the end of every summer.
Oh, my name is Brian William Cantwell, and I am Andy's best friend. We became friends in...
You were in 8th grade, I was in 7th.
I became, through our friendship, Andy invited me to come to his lake house. And the first summer I came out, I couldn't even drive. I mean, I didn't drive. I was too young. So I took the Amtrak from Milwaukee to Battle Creek, Michigan. And Andy and his dad picked me up in Battle Creek. And, you know, you gotta remember, our friendship was still pretty new at this point. So we're still developing our friendship, you know? So then we got here, and really the first thing that we did is we went down to the boat and just kind of sat on the dock in the boat and talked and listened to comedy. I remember that. And then his father called us up to the house, John, and he sat us down on the couch and said, okay, well, I'm leaving. It might have been the next day, but it was so long ago. It was 120 years ago. I didn't know this was happening. And I'm like, okay, so we're, you know, very, very much minors. And his father just left us.
He went back to Wauwatosa.
He had some kind of
something.
conference or something like that. He was very involved in his career at that time. He was very, very successful. And yeah, so we had the whole place to ourselves, and we were actually pretty good. And we had so much fun, and we boated and just...
They did come back.
Yeah, they did come back. Yeah, like they didn't leave us forever, but no, it just kind of goes to show you that it's a very trusting family.
Well, and the cottage lends itself to people coming and not being, this isn't an inn, right? So people don't come here to be waited on, or if they do, they don't often come back because they're not often invited back.
Right.
But anybody who comes out here and just kind of does their own thing, we provide whatever people need, you know, meals and place to sleep. But beyond that, it's kind of like whatever you want to do, you should do that.
Yeah. So what the cottage means to me, I think was your question. To me, it's home. It's family. I feel more comfortable here than I do at my own home. I think that's because of the history and the consistency and just the comfort. There's a lot of love here, you know, and I grew up here. I really did. With my best friend. We grew up here together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we both refer to this as our happy place.
Yeah.
It's the place to go to, you know, to a certain extent to escape, but it's also... It's not even escape, because when you escape something, you always kind of have it in the back of your mind. When you come here, you're teleported.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
The place was moved here in 1920, we think. It was a barracks in Battle Creek, Michigan. And so it's 2023 now. So the place is over 100 years old that it's been here. So nothing in this place is square or plumb, for example. And some things were, you know, put together and held together with 3 or 4 times as many nails as you might expect. So we often...
The house feels solid, though.
Oh, it's solid. It's solid. Thanks to the mad carpenter. That's what your grandfather and I refer to as this, whoever this was that pieced this place together when it was moved.
My favorite part is my room. Because I sleep so well here at the cottage. Even when I had the front room, the peach bedroom up in front, when I would come, I would always...
Remember when you first had it, it was the pink bedroom.
Did it turn peach?
We painted it peach, and then we had to change the vernacular.
That's right. I
From the
remember.
pink bedroom to the peach bedroom.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes. Another, if I were to say my second favorite part is the screen porch.
Yeah, that's probably, yeah. In combination with what I consider my favorite thing, it is the fact that when it's in the summer especially, as long as the weather isn't terrible, we come downstairs at the beginning of the day and we walk immediately out on the screen porch. We'll go out there and read, we'll go out there and catch up on the news, whatever, and then breakfast is called at 10 or 11, and we come back and we do that, maybe a little cleanup, then we're right back out on the porch. And
Cocktail hour on the porch.
cocktail hour on the porch.
Just laughing.
Snacks, you know.
And laughing.
Laughing.
Hysterically.
And then, always, near the end of the day, the sunsets. The sunsets here are unmatched.
Magnificent.
Unmatched. And there are places around the world where you can see amazing sunsets, and I do appreciate those as well. But the variety of sunset that you can get in a single place is a little bit mind-blowing, because for almost 50 years I've watched the same sun set in the same parts.
It's the same sun.
It's the same thing, but it is vastly different every single summer.